The entire house was blown to smithereens. The albums and the recipes. Every time I make this now, I feel like there's something missing. Why didn't I just say to her, please go ahead and show me how to? Of course, one never expects that the entire family will get wiped out.
That's Palestinian chef and writer Layla El-Haddad. Her book, The Gaza Kitchen, is an incredible record of Gaza's sophisticated and vibrant cuisine. I caught up with Layla earlier this year in Maryland.
Is food now your lifeline to your homeland?
Food is absolutely a lifeline to Gaza, to my homeland.
Layla spent hours learning from her aunt, Hani, the keeper of many family recipes. But it was one of the last times they'd ever see each other, because in November 2023, an Israeli airstrike killed Hani.
I was just in shock, and my immediate thought was, oh my gosh, I have this interview that I did with her, this 2-hour-long interview. And I went back and I poured through it, and I was crying. And by the end of the 2 hours, she said to me, but wait, I really want to show you how your grandmother made sumagia, because that's the most important dish.
Sumagia is one of the quintessential dishes of Gazan cuisine. It's a hearty, heavily spiced lamb stew with tons and tons of sumac.
And we were fasting, and it was Ramadan, and it was very close to sunset, and we were all hungry and hot. And I kind of just brushed her off, and I said, no, we're another day. And I just put the interview down, and I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my God, why didn't I just say to her, please go ahead and show me how to? Of course, one never expects that the entire family will get wiped out. I still feel, I always feel, every time I make it, I feel like there's something missing, I swear. And I constantly wonder, how did she make it? What was the missing, what's the trick?
Basically, her spirit almost lives on in this dish. I mean, by recreating this,
Yes.
we're sort of connecting with an experience you had with her.
Absolutely. And this has been the case, I should say, for generations of Palestinians in Gaza who never had a chance to visit their ancestral village or town that was destroyed, depopulated, from which their grandparents were ethnically cleansed. But I found it was remarkable that they maintained the culinary legacy of that village and the memory of their villages and towns through the food.
It's almost like a historical DNA.
It's a culinary memory
tracing-
map, right? Is the best way to put it.
A culinary memory map.
Yes.
I love that.
Yeah. And in a way, the cycle is kind of repeating itself, because now I feel like I'm at the receiving end. I'm one of those people that I was writing about, those people being Palestinians in Gaza who were ethnically cleansed, who were forced from their villages and towns, and whose stories lived on through their food.